Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of 2 Minute Emergency. I am your host, Dr. Leslie, board certified emergency physician, best-selling author, international speaker, and professional photographer. And I bring you these 2 minute emergencies to help keep you healthy, safe, and out of the emergency department. And just so you know, you can find all the tips from today as well as all of my previous episodes if you go to my YouTube channel, Dr. Leslie Sharp, or you can also find it right here on Facebook and Instagram. So today's topic is skin awareness, especially skincare awareness during the Skincare Awareness Week. So when we think about skincare, we often think about the summer months. We think about making sure we have sunscreen, not being out in the sun for too long, all of those things which are very important. But how many people forget about the winter months? So as we're in fall, getting ready to approach winter, the temperatures are going down, we need to think about caring for our skin. So the number one problem with winter is dryness, lack of moisture, that dry, itchy skin that just becomes so irritating. So, dry skin, moisturize. The first thing to do is always remember to moisturize. And as opposed to the summer months when you can get away with some of the lighter creams and lotions, you want to use something heavier and you want to use something that is oil based because you want to trap that moisture inside. Now, when do you apply that? We want to apply that moisturizer as soon as you get out of the bath or shower. So any of the moisture is, as I said, trapped in, and you want to ideally apply it twice a day. Now, speaking of baths and showers, you want to avoid too hot. Now, I love a good hot shower. I can stay there forever. But during the winter months, it's best to turn that dial down a little bit and go more towards the warm water rather than the hot water, because that hot water is also going to dry you faster. So if you can, keep those baths and showers a little bit on the cooler side. Enough said on that one. All right, other things to keep in mind. So your face, you also want to keep your face well moisturized. You want to use sunscreen, and ideally the sunscreen should be SPF 30 or higher. You also want to make sure that you're not using too many products on your skin that are high in alcohol. So a lot of the facial astringents and toners, that alcohol is just, again, it's going to dry your skin out and cause you more problems. So you want to make sure, as again, you're going to use those lotions, those moisturizers on a regular basis. Your hands need special care. Your hands, the skin on your hands is part of the thinnest skin in your body. So you want to make sure that they stay well moisturized. You also want to wear gloves. Now, gloves are, we think about them, of course, to keep your hands warm, but it's also to keep the moisture in. And for those people who feel like they have to wear those wool gloves, at your own risk. They're more likely to cause irritation. So if you feel like you want to wear those wool gloves, try something underneath them, like a very thin lined cotton glove. It may work for you and help to keep that irritation down. Your feet. Don't forget your feet. They're going to be in boots. They're going to be covered up, but they still need moisture. And the ideal time to moisturize them is at night. Because at night, you don't mind if you use something heavier, preferably something that has glycerin in it or petroleum in it, and moisturize them nicely, go to bed, wake up in the morning, your feet will feel wonderful, absolutely wonderful. Some people even wear those little cotton socks, things like that at night to keep their feet moist. All comfort level, but try it. It's worth it. Other things you want to work, I mentioned as far as face, the toners, also the facial peels. You want to make sure you're not using them very often either. Now, what about the rest of us? Well, how about using a humidifier at home? So when we turn on the heat, obviously, no matter what type of heat you have, you're going to dry out the air in your home. So a humidifier, definitely in the bedroom at night, and that's going to help you as far as your breathing and how well you sleep. But also, it doesn't hurt to have humidifiers throughout the house to keep your air moist all the time. Another thing you want to do is you want to drink plenty of water. Now, you've heard me talk about that a dozen or more times. But hydrating your body is so important. Now, hydrating your body doesn't go directly to your skin, but it helps us overall. So I always want to make sure I mention that. Now, some of the people that are affected the most during the winter months are people who have eczema. And in addition to all of the tips that I mentioned before, which people who have eczema should be following, they also want to keep a couple other things in mind. So when you're bundling up and keeping to make sure you stay warm, make sure you're layering because you don't want to become too hot and become sweaty. Because once you're in clothes that are damp or moist, they're next to your body, that can also irritate eczema. So that's something important for you to remember. So if you can wear multiple layers, lightweight cottons, natural fabrics, that's the way to go. And actually, when we think about eczema, 1 in 10 Americans actually suffer from eczema. So other things, let's see, what else did I forget? Oh, fragrances, perfumes, anything that has a high alcohol content, you want to stay away from those because they can also cause increased irritation. And if all of these tips don't work, you need to see a dermatologist. A dermatologist can put you on the right track, can tell you if you can use or give you recommendations for over-the-counter methods or ideas, or if need be, get that prescription that you might need to keep your skin healthy. So I hope you got some information and some helpful hints today. Once again, I am Dr. Leslie, board-certified emergency physician, best-selling author, international speaker, and professional photographer. And I bring you these 2-minute emergencies to help keep you healthy, safe, and out of the emergency department. Remember, hydrate and take good care of your skin. Until next time, take care.